love moment. He had the food. He had the food.
Or the dish.
The dish. Everybody, just do me a favor. Raise your hands. Just put your hands on the table. Come on. Yeah, my sister went through hell and high water cleaning this table. She is perfectionist, honey. She don't like to see no smudges. She like for everything to be clean.
This is reality.
Yes, honey, yes. But right now, we're going to do a surprise topic. And since she is the one in charge of the surprise topic, we decided to surprise her and play with the table while she tells us what it is. So, girl, just tell us what the surprise Oh, seriously, what's the surprise topic of the day, Pam?
It's going to take me a moment to get myself together after all of this foolery going on.
My sister meditating. Go ahead.
Well, on New Year's Eve, at our party, we got into a very interesting conversation about... the scenario started with a friend of ours who had gone to a barber shop. And as he was sitting in the barber shop, it was the night of a ball, and it was a 24-hour barber shop. It was like midnight, and he was in there to get a haircut before the ball. And as he was sitting there, other people that were going to the ball came in. A group of other gay people came in. And he says that the barber started, you know, talking about them and having things to say. And typically, the haircuts there are, what did he say, $25
at night.
At night.
But since they were gay, he was going to raise them
to $40. Knowing that that was the only place that they could get their haircut.
But he didn't know the person
that was sitting there
next,
our friend,
was gay.
Gay also.
He didn't know.
He did not know. Right.
So when you say ball, are they going to one of the gay balls?
One of the gay balls.
One like the mayor's balls?
One of the gay balls.
Oh, okay.
With the different houses. House of, what house are you in? Balenciaga, yeah, and so on and so forth. So, our friend that was sitting there that the barbers did not know was gay, his haircut was still $25. The ball, he was really looking forward to going to the ball. Instead of staying there and getting his haircut, when he saw what was going on with the other gay people, he decided to get up and leave as well and not get his haircut. So that led us to the conversation as to, well, one of the other people that was at the party made the statement that I would have still stayed and got my haircut. They wasn't talking about me. So Naisha and I got into the conversation as to, and basically saying, well, yeah, they were talking about you, although they didn't say you specifically because they were unaware. You knew that indeed, or should have known, or hopefully would have known that they were talking about you. So I was curious as to what you guys think about a situation like that, and if you are somewhere and someone is speaking about whatever group you may be a member of, be it gay, homosexuals, or black, if they didn't know you were black or whatever, and they were talking about other people, and you were there and you knew that you were, what kind of stand would you take on that, or would you take a stand at all?
Well, I can speak from both sides, because I originally, before people knew who I was, when I was younger, I have been in situations like that. And then it's just like, you know, I wasn't as vocal as I was when I was younger. But as I became older and I was comfortable with who I was, and I saw that when you sit there and you say nothing, you just allow people to disrespect you as well as your community. But now I'm on the flip side, you know, because I've been on the radio and stuff, and everybody knows who I am. Like the barbershop that I go to now, they know who I am. So there have been times when somebody would come in there and didn't know that I was Miss Sophia. So they would start talking about something gay, and then so it's just like all the barbers and they say, hey, go outside with that, go outside. So I don't have to say nothing because, you know, they respect me enough not to let nobody disrespect me.
Which to me was a part of my point that if we don't stop that, because I have the same respect at the barbershop that I go to, which I'm sure that they have conversations about gay people or whatever it may be. I'm sure that they probably would. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't. But while I'm in there, because they know I've been going to the same barber now for close to 15 years, they're not going to sit there while I'm sitting there and have a conversation like that that would be disrespectful to me. And I would not allow it. You know, if it was going on, I would definitely say something, or like this individual did, get up and leave. I would not patronize that business. And I think from me and my point of view is that it's important for us to stand up in situations like that and not patronize these businesses that disrespect who we are as a people. Again, like as I said, even if it were as simple, even if take the homosexual part out, if it was a business that I knew that didn't that had negative things to say about black people, I would not patronize that business as well. To me, they go hand in hand. It's the same thing.
Well, I was at the party also, and I remember the discussion. My thing is, sometimes people are not sure of themselves, so they have that fear of being called out, or if that's a barbershop that they were frequent more than once, they don't want nobody to know that they're gay. So if they're not comfortable with themselves, then of course they're going to sit there and not say anything. But that doesn't make it right, because regardless of if they called your name or if they was talking about other people, when you go out into society, they don't know the different levels or the different things of people gay. We're all lumped into one thing, and we're all just gay to them, so it doesn't matter. So.
And I think that's a good point you bring up, because it's just like like I said, when I was younger, I didn't say anything. It wasn't that, I was scared to say something. It was just that I was uncomfortable, being gay myself. So it's just like, until you get that comfortability in yourself, then of course you're going to be silent. But what were you going to say?
I was going to say, in that situation, I've never had to deal with something like that per se with the barbershop, but I have been in a place where I've been in a nightclub, and you've seen other girls who walk the same walk as I walk, and there was an altercation when I used to do a talent night out at Chit Chat, and a gentleman who was comfortable with me and the entertainers, who he actually knew what was going on, had an issue with another girl, I guess because she didn't do some of the same things that we did, and because, I'm like you too. At one point in time, how you get comfortable in your own skin, and then as you grow older, you're a little bit more vocal. Back then, I think I was vocal because I knew who the person was. But if it probably would have been somebody who I didn't know, and I had not been challenged with that type of situation, I don't know if I would have said anything or not, because it's almost like if you don't say anything, you don't want to. If it don't have nothing to do with me, I'm not going to get involved.
Direct.
But now, because you get older, you get wiser, I probably would have did like the gentleman did. I probably would have said my piece first and then left, because then I think that opens the door of educating. And if they didn't identify with the person as actually being gay, you're being you're sending them a teachable moment at that time and say, oh, well, you didn't give me the face that I thought the typical gay persona was supposed to be. So then at that point in time, you have opened them and say, oh, well, wow, I didn't know that. And then it gives them something to think about.
Yeah, and it's kind of like when we went to Chris Tucker, when I was going to perform at Chris Tucker's Comedy Club that night, and they just thought that the people that were clockable were all the people that were with me.
Right.
Miss Sophia, but once everything went down, it was just like, oh my God, I didn't know they was with her. I didn't know they was with him. But what was your take on it? The topic, not.
Oh, the Chris Tucker? Oh.
No, the topic.
Oh, well. I think it comes in time, but I actually think that, like, I believe that silence is acceptance. So to actually sit there, and then not even it being a gay issue, the fact that he was merely going to change the prices and they were going to have to pay a higher price. If you are privy to any surrounding, this is with your friends, this is anyone that's in your close circle or any atmosphere that you put yourself in. If you allow someone to do something that is like not right completely, and you just go by and don't say anything about it, you're saying that, this allows you not to be exempt from that same treatment. You understand what I'm saying? So if you see like somebody walking out on a bill or leaving not tipping the waiter or this and another, this shows you somebody's character. And you're not exempt from that because you blended in for that moment. If this is how they think about this group of people, then you're not going to be exempt down the line when you are fall into another group. But I think that him walking out was a good stand, because like he didn't even have to be a gay individual to walk out.
Exactly.
That was just disrespectful to do to a patron of the barbershop, straight up gay, to show that you have different prices set for different people that come in your establishment. So for me, I would not come back and patronize your business because this is your thought process.
Exactly.
You understand? So that's like when you go to the different stores and black people go to different stores and they can I heard about different the trendy shops that are in Atlanta, and black youth go in and the salespeople follow them around the store, keep wanting see if they're gonna take something in the dress room and steal it, this and that, so that you're like what they call it when you like the police officers used to stop you from driving while black or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Profile.
Racial profile.
Racial profile. That's the same thing that was being done.
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, it's just like we were talking about a gay incident that happened in the barbershop. It was like you said, it's just like those are the moments, even when you are at your family reunion, when your uncles and your aunts and people are talking negative about, you know, people, you know, and you know that you're one of them people. That's the time to speak up and speak out, because those are the same people that are in these barbershops and running these barbershops, the same people that are working in these department stores. So just because you don't see them on their job, wherever you see them, and wherever that problem presents itself, that's where you need to address it.
Yeah, and these are, and like you said, Raquel, these are teachable moments to kind of piggyback on what you guys are saying. I can recall a few years back when there was a military official that said something about gay people. I can't remember the name, or this was a few years back. It was in the news. He had made some comment about homosexuals. Mm-hmm. My father, who at one time had no homosexual friends and, you know, had negative feelings toward homosexuals, now knowing me and my friends, his views have changed, and who was once in the military and still works on a military base at a military hospital, actually called me from his job that morning when the story broke, and basically said, I just wanted to call you and tell you that I love you and I'm very proud of you. And then he went into the conversation about whoever this Army officer was and said how much of an asshole he thought he was. And that meant so much to me. You know, it was a great way to start my day. And it was much due to me allowing my father into my life as a homosexual and meeting my friends and seeing, you know, our environment and lifestyle, that he now has a greater awareness and would stand up for, you know, homosexuals. So I was really proud of
Yeah, that's like my stand. Like we even have promoters, which I believe in the gay community, who have different nights and clubs, and they have
exclusive.
You know, like it's exclusively for a certain type to go to.
You have to look a certain way.
But I'm sure at the end of the night when they tally, if you were able to show me this, then I will stick with you. If you were able to show me when you do your cash out, which dollar came in from the queen, which dollar came in from the gym buddy or whatever the case may be, or the girl, then that would be fine. And that's why because you want your money to be different. If the money is the same,
right,
and you are a business that is trying to thrive and supposed to be something making a difference in a gay community, how are you deciding who you want to come to your...
She's not talking about me. All my parties are rated E, rated for everybody. We party with the Purples on Sundays and Tuesdays at the Chaparral and Thursdays at Phase 1. And you can also join us Monday nights at the Jungle.
And I was also going to say that.
Wednesday at Cafe 91.
Wednesday at Cafe 91.
But I was ready to say that too. When I first moved here, I noticed that the girls weren't going to these different clubs and stuff. And so I started going to these clubs. They was like, see, you different. You know, you come out. See, you don't have to have all that to come in the club. You know, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, yeah, they want to come in here with these wigs and all that, blah, blah, blah. I said, well, wait. I said, but you have to treat everybody the way they want to be treated. I said, I choose to live my life like this. That's work for me. That's show. I said, but there are people who live their lives like that. That's how they live their lives. So we have separations within our own community. So we have to teach people in our community, honey. So you know, if we have to teach people in our community, we have to teach people outside of our community.
But with certain professions, you know you're going to run into all different type of people. And the thing to me was, your job is cutting hair. You want the money, just cut the hair. It doesn't matter if they was gay or straight.
Right.
Just cut the hair. And then a lot of people have problems because they probably see something in one of those people what they can identify with and not sure themselves.
But yeah, but this is a problem that's just not gay, because we have the same problem here in Atlanta when it comes to the parking. You know, you can go to a parking lot all year long, and the parking is $5. But time we have Freaknik or Black Gay Pride, you go to the same parking lot, it's $25. $30, $50. Well, where's just $5 last week? I know, special event. What's special? What's special? You know, same parking lot. Go hold the same car. Yeah, we can have the Blackberry, we can have the microwave popcorn, and we can have the instant mashed potatoes and all that stuff, baby. But one thing we cannot have is silence, baby. Martin Luther King, they was marching, they were not silent, and we are not going to give up. We're going to not give up, you know, our voice and our march. We are going to stand on the side of right and justice.
We want to give a shout out to Roy for all your positive input and comments. Thank you so much, Roy.
Love you guys, and we'll see you next week right here on The Dish.
Bye.